Hello, I'm Tato Cat and welcome to my channel. Today we are playing The Letter. Previously, after Luke rescues Hannah, I don't know if it's really him who rescues her, but after the ghost lets her go and catches her and all that, Ghosty gets angry and tries to bring him back because he belongs there or something. And he opens the door and apparently it's not outside, I guess. So they don't show what it is, but whatever. And Hannah seems fine, so it's all good. But the darkness drags them back into here, I guess. And then Luke starts trying to swing the knife at everybody, and then Hannah punches him. It was great. Leah snaps him out of it. Now Isabella is yelling at Becca and Luke, basically, for being children in a terrible situation. And that's pretty much where we left off. Not that it matters when Lily starts speaking again, after some of the anger and tension has lifted from the room.
Stop this, please! With or without that damn piece of paper,
A deep breath. An exhale. And then she closes her eyes. A crease forming between her eyebrows while she grips her hand tightly in front of her.
We still would have ended up in this mess.
The atmosphere that descends into the room right after that admission is anything but pleasant. Can I call it that? An admission? It seems like from the way her eyes nervously flick between her friends and I, she appears to know more than she lets on, and how she makes herself appear smaller after dropping that bomb on us doesn't sit quite well with me. Impatience is something I don't have the luxury of having right now and bestowing upon other people. What else does this girl know? What else is she not telling us? Because from the looks of this, even her friends has no idea what she's talking about. Unwilling to wait, I grab her arm before she retreats without explanation, waving the letter, still in my hand, in front of her.
Ow! Sir, you're hurting me!
Hey, hands off her, right?
Fuck off, Feathers. I have questions for your friend, and she better have the answers.
Luke, will you stop taking it out on every single person?
Your friend is hiding something, Daisy.
She struggles for a moment, but my hold eventually forces her to look up at me. Fear and uncertainty spreads across her features, especially when her eyes land on the damned paper. As much as I want to be considerate right now, I want answers.
What do you mean, Lily?
I'm not sure about it.
Don't give me that, you know something!
Ow! Please, sir. I know the paper's useless, okay?
At the mention of the letter, all of a sudden, Mint stands. I've almost forgotten she's here. Her ramblings have faded away in the shouting. Without warning, she snatches the paper out of my hand. It's a miracle it didn't rip right there and there. Right there and there? Isn't it right then and there? Whatever. But the way she glares at it, I think she may want to do exactly that.
We should have gotten rid of this thing! We should have burned it at the first opportunity we got! No, even if we rip it to shreds, it won't do anything. I think...
You don't know what I've seen, Santos.
There were children, victims, all because they had no idea what this thing will do to them. Oh God, those poor souls. They were screaming and begging before she...
Then what about those people they mentioned in the news lately? All those who died? My coworkers? The open house clients? None of them had seen it. Even Rose. And yet they're all dead. I should know. That letter has been with me since I picked it up. And I swear I didn't make copies of this thing. Even if I wanted to save myself, I wouldn't do that to my friends. Or anyone.
Is that what the trip to BRC was for?
Yes, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you guys until I was certain. None of you believed me the first time. I had to find proof.
And yet we're all here! Are you taking me for a fool, Lily?
I have to go with whiskey on this. Who knows how many has already seen this before you found it? This cursed thing has to go!
We would have ended up here either way. Maybe? I really don't know. Sir, please. All I know is that paper isn't the reason why all of this is happening. There's something else. Maybe it's this place that's the problem. Maybe it's this we should be getting rid of.
What? You mean, like, burn this place down?
Woo! Burn it down. I don't know, it just seems like look cool.
I still think we should get rid of this letter before we start thinking of destroying a place with some historical value.
What? No? We are not burning a multi-million-pound mansion, you peasants! I just spent a fortune on this!
Seriously, Luke? Are you really more worried about that?
Buttercup, Mansion, millions! It's gonna take years getting all that money back!
Well, you certainly won't be getting any of that money if you're dead.
She has a point, Luke.
Really, Luke? Is that more important than your life?
Probably.
Bloody fucking hell! Not only do I have trespassers on my property, but they're also arsonists!
Okay, Luke. To be fair, you thought about burning stuff down too, so you're also an arsonist. If you're thinking like that. How dare they suggest something like that? Bloody peasants. My head's already aching just listening to them. To think, this is all the solution they can come up with. I should have just stabbed all of them and made a run for it. It doesn't help that each second we spend talking here, the crazier the whole place gets. The voices have become louder, somehow sounding more vicious. If the thing in this room start floating, mark my words, I will fucking flip out. Like you're not flipping out already? Sure, whatever. They may not be thinking of it right now, but eventually, they'll turn on me. Such is the nature of humans. But I'll find a way out of this place as soon as possible. I want to stay alive. Fuck, I still have so much to do. None of our choices seem sound, but who knows? I don't understand shite about this place. Might as well try everything, yeah? Whatever works. If I also have to be the one to make that bloody decision, so be it. Less room for errors. And with the only sane one doing the thinking, an off chance I'm wrong, well, they suggested it. Oh great, is he just going to set the place on fire? I decide to burn the letter, burn the mansion. But we're in the mansion. If we burn the mansion, won't we all die? But burning the letter seems pretty pointless. But it is called the letter. Oh. Isabella seems to know more. And she said it was useless. I believe in Isabella. We'll burn the mansion. I know the game is called The Letter, but it seems like it's not right. Oh, we'll just find out, won't we? Also, there's a journal entry that I'm supposed to read. I'm just, procrastinating. Help if I wasn't using my knee as a mouse pad. There we go. Okay. I really want to burn the mansion, though. It's called The Letter, so maybe I should burn the letter. It's kind of in the title, but Isabella makes too much of a good point. Burning the mansion just sounds cool. But we're in the mansion! Furious, paranoid, and trapped in the mansion with people he barely knew, Luke Wright threatened to take them down with him. Luckily, before the hysterical man could harm anyone, his wife punches him in the face. It was wonderful. Okay. And just push J to go back. No, apparently that only works to open it. Great. Okay, we'll listen to Isabella. Burn the mansion. I can hear people just saying, "You should have burned the letter." I am going to regret this. I will. With these cries growing loud. Wait, is he going to do it now? Not even going to wait. No, with these cries growing louder, this has become the easiest decision I have ever made. I'm getting tired of hearing her sobbing, really. It's just irritating. Isn't she getting tired of it? Besides, someone has to act fast, think fast. And what else is the root cause of our problems but this place, where the letter was found? No need to make things more complicated. It started here. Why won't it end here? If what Lily has said is true, then there's all the more reason to destroy it. Put an end to this madness before someone thinks of putting this blasted place up in the market. When I get out of this place, I swear I'm suing a bunch of people. Run the estate company to the ground if necessary, if need be. Isn't it already kind of in that state? But sure, fine, beat a dead horse. We spent millions, damn it. Millions. With a sigh and perhaps a heavy heart, I open one of the drawers in my study table. Take a bottle of liquor out for myself and passing it on every occupant in the room. They accept it, but not without a look of protest or confused glance my way. It has shut them all up, so maybe I've done something good.
Luke, This isn't the time.
Even more when I pop the cork off the bottle and pour its contents on the floor.
Well, what are you simpletons waiting for?
We waste no time dousing the whole room, the smell of alcohol filling the air. If I didn't know any better, say they're more than eager to set this whole place on fire. And the blaze catches easily. This room, when I set it alight, using the blasted paper as kindling, so we still set the letter on fire. With the whole place drenched with wine and all manner of things alcoholic I've been hiding from Hannah, the small fire soon turns into an inferno. In a matter of seconds, we're out the door. It doesn't exactly lead where I'm hoping it will. Although ending up in the kitchen does give us more reason to play like a bunch of pyromaniacs. Fishing the liquor stocks from cupboards, we also do the same thing we've done in the study. Burn, baby, burn. Sorry. Door after door in every room we pass, pouring bottle after bottle of expensive aged liquor and setting everything on fire, only leaving once the blaze has started in earnest. When we run out of liquor, we simply drop the bottle and take one off from many nooks I've stashed one. It's a good thing he's an alcoholic, I guess. And there's no lack of it in here. Hard stuff. The shorts. The watered down kind. Gifts from distant relatives, friends, so-called friends, you name it. I've made sure there's always one within reach.
How many of these things do you keep in this house?
Question is, how many do you keep? Not enough. What if you had to burn down your apartment and you didn't have any liquor? That's on you. Clearly, Luke was just thinking ahead.
I always have a few bottles in the bedroom, you know, the parlor and the dining room.
You have problems, man.
Yes, he does.
Well, isn't this the time to discuss them?
Turns out it'll be useful now. Not to drown out my sorrows, but for this wonder of wonders. Though I suppose I can now say it has also saved my life. But there's no time for some introspection now, because with each room we pass and burn, the place also becomes easier to navigate, as if it's slowly righting itself, returning to what it's supposed to be. Soon we finally found ourselves standing before the main door. The strong odor of burning wood, cloth, and varnish alike wafts from under the doors of the rooms we've previously torched, slowly filling the hall with a thick black smoke. The blaze has also started in earnest in every part of the house. I can already feel the heat seeping from the rooms I've set aflame. In a matter of minutes, flames will engulf the whole house. Fittingly, that is when she appears again before us, watching us from the top of the stairs while her world goes up in flames around her. However, what catches my eyes is that expression on her face. Not the vile smile I've already grown to accustomed to, or the one where her eyes gleam with complete hatred. This one, forlorn, is the only word I can think of to describe it.
No, please. Help me. Help me, please.
Can the dead still feel? Can she hear us? Or is that merely another one of her tricks to trap us in this nightmare? Like this, however, she seems almost like the woman she used to be. And I don't waste any time pondering over it. Not with the exit just a few steps away. The door finally opens, and through it, I can glimpse the world outside. Safety. However, I do turn if only to see the last of her. A farewell, more than anything. For all her attempts to lure me, draw me in, her wishes to be with me, she does not stop me when I finally run from this horrid place. Quietly she disappears. Light it up. It does look cool. Watching a multi-million-pound house burn before me, for some reason, nothing about this bothers me. Maybe that's one last look on her face that has changed it. Maybe it's what I've seen and heard inside. There's only a calm, a stillness. The same hush that comes after a terrible storm has swept after the terrible storm has swept the countryside, and with it, the sight of the sun rising above the horizon. Even so, slowly the sky begins to lighten before my eyes. Darkness giving way to warm morning hues. Really, and I just see fire, but okay. Soft rays spilling over the vast expanse of Luxbourne's countryside. Nearby, the trees sway and rustle with the breeze, a passing draft that carries even into the room from outside, cold enough to make me shiver. The remains of a storm that has passed. In the distance, I can hear the soft chirping of birds, while the rest of the world stirs, wakes. Dawn at last. We are free. Are you serious? Is that really, like, but what happened with the girl? They better tell me. This non-vague script. Join us. And I will set the letter on fire if I have to get answers that way. Anyways, journal. I assume it's at the end. There it be, Tuesday, November 1st. Despite mutual initial protests, Luke agreed with Isabella Santos. He began dousing the place with alcohol and setting it on fire. Sure enough, as flames slowly engulfed the place, it returned to its original state, freeing them outside the first light of dawn. The mansion burned to the ground before their eyes. It's over. It's over! But the ghost, the house, what? Why? Why was it doing all the things? Why? Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Epilogue. Is this still Luke, though? Or is this not? Oh, I'll just use my regular voice then. Like the flames that engulfed the mansion that night, whispering quickly spread across Luxborn City after the incident. Officers who investigated it have simply deemed it an unfortunate accident. Regardless of the truth, Luke Wright files criminal charges against Briar Realty Corporation after, for undisclosed reasons to the public, forcing the latter to declare bankruptcy. A move that has merely stoked the rumors further. But for those who still believe in the stories of the old and those who know the truth, it is but a testament to the curse and the secrets of the Ermengarde Mansion as hidden for centuries. If there will come a time, those will finally be revealed. Only the ashes of the now ruined mansion know. However, on nights when the wind howls and thunder booms across the sky, some still claim hearing of voices where it once stood, of cries and wails that fill the nights, and desperate calls of help for anyone who dares listen. As for those who once tread its halls, despite their best efforts to make things work between them for the sake of their children, Luke and Hannah Wright were unable to settle their differences. Oh, they still get divorced. In the end, the latter files for divorce. For several months, they both become the subject of gossip and the mass media in the city. In spite of this, the two have uncharacteristically remained tight-lipped on the circumstances of their separation, though many assume it's the inevitable falling out stemming from trouble during the couple's housewarming party. To everyone's surprise, however, Luke Wright quietly accepts the court's decision and disappears from the Evans heiress' life without creating much fuss. Even after Hannah Evans has given birth to their children months later, the man is rarely seen around the family, merely leaving his children paltry gifts in the mailbox whenever he's in town, never showing his face. Well, damn, that's depressing. With the Wright couple's separation also comes the Wright Evans conglomerate's split up. Although the Wright enterprise still manages to do well in the business with Evans Incorporated back at a competitor, other tech leak places its CEO and their company under legal spotlight months later. This time, however, with the then Chief Inspector Harvey Lee's sudden absence, the businessman isn't able to escape close scrutiny. In an investigation headed by LPD's Detective Inspector Ashton Frey, all of Wright Enterprises' illegal business dealings within the past 10 years come to light. Although his involvement with other crimes is still being investigated, the disclosure has caused a huge outcry, especially from the city's business sector. Sued on multiple grounds, the company is ultimately forced to shut down. Well, we will continue this epilogue in the next episode. And I'm also going to see what happens when I just burn the letter. Because this is not telling me what happens in the past at all. And I don't like that. So, yeah. Okay. See you next time. I am Tato Cat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.